is mine, not yours. Hey,
Here.
give me it. It's mine.
The kid asked for it first, so let him get it. Oh, God. Dude. I don't know how to free you, buddy. I'm sorry. Oh. Whoa. Can you not get into these things?
He was probably one of the first people I've seen with one in Poland. So yeah, I decided to go out that night and buy one, and yeah, been attached to my face ever since.
And here you go. So you guys just jumped in and automatically assumed that a pub was going to be the thing that launched everything for you guys. Yes.
It spontaneously was built, wasn't it? Like we went into build mode and started throwing shapes together, and then about a day later we had this structure which looked like a pub, and we were like, pub. It was so spontaneous.
Ironically, the only idea we had was that we wanted something underground. With that.
It's a good idea, and if it's not, we just don't go with it. So yeah.
I think that's important in building, because when you got someone.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Don't mind him. Don't mind him. He's doing the camera work.
when you're working with somebody and you don't mind telling somebody that, oh, it's shit, or knock it off, like delete it. And we've had a few instances like that. If it was my way, that stage probably wouldn't be like that. I'm sure Cal will tell you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would ask them something.
Hold up, real quick. If you guys are gonna I've asked you guys to go on mute, if you guys please, and stand off of the ask box until we get to the question portion. I appreciate it. All good. So again, my bad, you guys. It's gonna happen sometime. But yeah, so going back into what we were talking about in regards to this pub. So you guys have so many different things in there to be interactive and things like that. You guys show you're already showing love to Spain and the other oncoming countries and things like that. Do you feel it necessary to create an aura that to where you guys feel like it's an area everybody can come to where I know it's called a very British pub, but not just British people are being a part of this experience? Is that something that you guys did purposely?
Yeah. It's in our culture. We're British people are very welcoming.
Yeah.
And growing up, I know I don't know about you, Arkin, but growing up, my friends' family would, I'd call their mum my mum sometimes, and we grew up in a world where everyone was like family. So it's kind of wired into our brain. When growing up, we include everyone as family, no matter if you're thousands of miles overseas, if you're the house next door, or speak a different language. We're family. We all have the same amount of bones in our body. You might have a few more if you've broken them, but we all have the same skin, the same brains. In a way, we're the same people. There's nothing different. So to us, it's
100%.
all about being inclusive and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I see you guys showing a dedication to the military, the service members and things like that. You guys felt it a need to have that structure within the bill.
Yeah. We kind of wanted to show the Americans British culture, and this memorial, which a lot of Americans don't know what it is and ask, and they're always interested in the answer. This is quite important to a lot of British people, and a lot of British people have had family members in the war, and a lot of towns and cities have such a memorial. So this was actually, I think, one of the first things we did outside of the pub building. Actually, I think it was quite important for us to get that and get that looking right.
Yeah, for sure.
So are you guys getting tired of the Americans coming there trying to act like they're British with the accents yet?
Oh, right.
In the nicest way possible, you guys need to give it a break.
Yeah.
Hold on. Say it again. Say it louder.
Give it a break now. I'm joking. You give it a good go. I'm not gonna lie. It's funny. It's all about having a laugh, and it brings people together again. It's all coming back. Like if we hear an American person come in and say cup of tea, everyone just laughs, and then we start talking about something.
Right.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny.
Sometimes I get into it and pretend I'm from a scene on Mary Poppins or something, and I hear him. Damn, they all talk like that. I knew it.
So you guys named it the Bell. It's again, there's so many landmarks and things that you guys created within this space, so you guys can show the imprint of the UK and things like that. I'm assuming the name itself has some type of significance. The Bell End. So what's
it actually came from our
see everybody laughing. See,
we had no name for the pub for about a week. When we done our grand opening, we wanted people to come in, take photos, and submit a suggestion so that the community could feel involved with the pub and feel like they can name the pub. So we didn't want to name it. We named the world a very British pub because it's generic, and then we gave it to the public. And Logix over there did win it. Thank you, Logix.
She won. Oh, got it. Okay.
She did. She's very proud, loud and proud.
I think we knew kind of what we wanted for the name, but not what we wanted for the name, if that makes sense. We wanted something that the British and Irish would understand, and the Americans would sort of say, I don't get it, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
And because the Bell End has actually got a couple of meanings.
Yeah. Right.
It does.
I love it. No, but even the way you guys police each other in there is different. You guys hold each other accountable. I mean, it's just a different vibe. I've been Kamala is one of the guys in there that is very hard at work when ensuring that, you know what I'm saying, nobody is over under 18 and things like that. Like you guys really have a presence within that spot. You guys make it a point to be visible. You know what I'm saying? Are you guys always going to be that hands-on in regards to that pub?
I wouldn't say visible in terms of policing, because we like to sort of not have that.
Right. Right.
When somebody's in there under 18, we do. We know there's a lot of people who don't want to be around kids. We've got a world that's for 18 and up, and occasionally the odd kid does slip in, and we try our best to get that kid out as fast as possible. Yeah, I think I was there on the time when you saw Coloma talking to those kids. Actually,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So if you had anything, if you wanted anybody to take anything away from their experience when they go to that club, what would it be?
Culture for me.
Yeah, culture. Yeah, culture.
Yeah, culture.
Definitely.
Actually, I'd probably say to take something away would probably be the thought that they're always welcome back to get the same, meet the same people, experience the friends in there. Yeah.
No, it's definitely a phenomenal spot to go to. If you guys haven't gone to it or haven't seen it, you guys can even pull it up right now and just click like on it. A very British pub. You can check it out. They also do live events in different people's spaces. What idea? What was the genius behind that?
Mikey Ace over here.
Mikey Ace.
Okay.
Phenomenal guy. Phenomenal guy.
We sort of kind of got chatting, and there's not a great deal of events in the UK time zone. And most of the events for UK people is about 3 a.m. in the morning. And Mikey kindly offered to host us for the evening. So we surprised the people who come to our pub with an event at Mikey's place. Ace of Clubs, definitely recommend it. And yeah, it was an incredible night. Really, really fun night, actually.
Really was. And we showed Mikey something that we're proud about is the mosh pits. We brought mosh pits to the horizon.
Oh, okay.
And,
okay.
Oh my God, it's exciting.
Yeah. Okay, I can't wait. I gotta check that out then. Shout out, Mikey. Appreciate you, sir. But no, definitely, guys. A very British club is definitely a whole vibe within itself, and I definitely recommend it if you guys just want to get a different change of how different people do things. It's definitely worthwhile. You're finding people of different ethnicities in there, different cultures, and you can learn and you can ask certain questions and things like that about things that you never even knew before. So I definitely recommend it to go down there and check it out. So here we go. This gentleman to my left, right, directly left of me has been, I want to say, the first representation of the UK here in Horizon World. I didn't know that there was a thing to where you couldn't have an Oculus within the UK with except on during a certain time or whatever have you. So I never wanted to get this gentleman in trouble and things like that. So I didn't make contact yet. Now the perfect storm has been created. The UK is definitely here in the house now, and now I can talk my shit about my guy Technical now. Now, with that being said, he is African American. He is from the UK. He is a strong representative of the UK. He is a DJ. He has a wealth of skills within Horizon World. He builds. He's a master with snap tools and all kinds of other things. I've been wanting to ask him questions since I got here within Horizon World and things like that. And now we've created the perfect storm so we can do that. So without further ado, can I get some confetti up for my guy, Teknicall? What up, Big Tom?
Thank you.
You've been here for a minute, man.
Yeah, bro. I've been in here since January.
January. Ducking and dodging. So you came in here as a DJ first, yes?
Yep.
So let the people, first of all, before we even get to that, all that, let the people know. Just let the people know who you are.
So, hello everyone. My name's Teknicall. Yeah, I've definitely been in here a long time. Been in here since January. Just doing my thing, trying to represent the UK. I've always tried, Burden. I've always tried to represent the UK within the space, and I'm actually glad the UK is in here. I'm glad you guys are in here because it's been hard being by myself in here and having to listen to the accent and everybody else. It's been quite hard, yeah.
So what was the first thing you did once you grabbed this Oculus, sir?
It's actually funny because when I first came in here, I had no ambitions of being a creator. I didn't want to be a creator. I just wanted to come look around. I didn't know what to expect when I came to the app. I just heard I was in venues. I just heard that it was popping. You know, you had clubs and stuff like that. And as soon as I heard clubs, I thought, shit, yeah, I want to DJ. Sorry, excuse my language. I
Oh, you
thought
good?
I want to DJ in there. I thought, yeah, that's all I want to do is I want to DJ in there. I want to take my DJing to another platform and be able to DJ in there. So one of the first things I did was build a club. You know, we built a club, and I wanted it to be UK themed. So that was one of the main things that I did first when I first came in here. I did some world hopping first to get an idea of what I wanted to do, and then yeah, I just started creating.
So DJing was the first thing you started to do out here, yes?
Yeah.
What made you think DJing was the one thing that was going to spark and like break you away from everything else that was going on in here? Did you think the DJing thing was going to be the best thing for you to do, or did you think that you wanted to be a builder first?
Now, first I thought I wanted to be a DJ, so I couldn't download it on my computer. I wasn't able to download Horizon Worlds on my computer. So my way to get around that was to put my mixes, do a mix, and get my mixes inserted into the club, and that was my way of getting my music out there. But it was a little different because when I came in, I heard everybody DJing and having music in their club, but they was just having like a track and then it would end and then another track would start. The way I did my mixes was they all flowed. So, you know, it was a proper mix like you was proper in a nightclub.
Right. So then you
So that's
started
what
building.
started me.
Once you started expanding your horizons out here, you started building. What was one of the first things you built in here?
The club was the first thing we built. The
The
club.
club was the first thing,
Yeah, yeah.
and then
Club was the first thing.
you had a collaborative thing that you worked on. We're not even going to touch on that too much, but there was a stint that you know what I'm saying you had a collaboration with a couple of people and created a entity in here and created
Yeah.
a couple of homes and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was working with someone, and we started creating homes that changed the kind of home game in here, the mansion game.
Yeah.
Um, and a part of that was throwing parties to launch, the mansions, which was which was really successful because at that point I was able to have a live DJ in here, and it was different because we wasn't just, like I said to you, we wasn't just playing, we was actually connecting it up to the turntables, so we was having a proper DJ scratching and mixing and everything else, and yeah, we started changing the game. Sometimes we was doing like two world drops a night, two mansions a night.
Right.
So it kind of changed up the game in here and made people like, step up the game. And yeah, it was good. It started good, but as you know, some journeys, the way they start, they don't finish like that.
I see you in the car game heavy now. I see you making cars now. What's that about?
Well, I kind of just wanted to diversify myself. I try to push myself to my limits, and trying to kind of step out my comfort zone. My comfort zone was architecture, and it's funny because when I came in here, I never wanted to build homes. I just wanted to concentrate on the music. But architecture is something that I'm really passionate about now. I'll be driving around Birmingham. I'm from Birmingham. So I'll be driving around Birmingham just looking at architecture and thinking to myself, I want to build that in Horizons, which, before I came on this app, I would never do that before. So the car game, I actually just wanted to kind of step out my comfort zone and just try something new. And that car, my first car that I built was kind of special to me because it was like a memory of my father. I remember him picking me up in a BMW, coming to school and picking me up in a BMW. So I thought to myself, why not try it? And yeah, it turned out well. It turned out quite well. I came
Definitely.
second in the car show. So,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So there you go. If you guys looking for cars and things like that for your worlds and stuff, the man can definitely make it happen. You looking for a DJ, he probably can make that happen too. So here we go. I'm gonna open this up to you guys. So if you guys have questions for the guys on the panel, we guys have the ask boxes right here. If you guys have questions, go ahead and step on them and go ask away. Exterminator, go ahead, sir.
So, my question is to TrainerCal and Arkham. What inspired you to build the British pub? how do you keep it flowing with people?
Inspired. I don't know. As we mentioned, like we didn't set out for the pub, but it just kind of went like that, and yeah, we just sort of ran with it. And pubs are a very very big part of our culture, as I'm sure you know. A lot of the British in here will agree with me. When we go on holiday to Spain or wherever, the first thing we do is look for the nearest British pub. So yeah, British pubs are quite quite a big thing for us. And sorry, what was your second question? Sorry.
How do you keep it flowing? You know, with how do you keep people keep coming back to the pub?
We get told a lot of the time. It's, you know, and I get pep talks from a lot of other world creators, and they, you know, they say it's not the world, it's not just the world you've built, it's you two. You two are the reason why people keep coming back. And don't get me wrong, we've had conversations, and you know, that it feels a bit overwhelming sometimes, but we push through it, and you know, it's got to the point now where we just want to enjoy it, and you know, people can see that we throw great events. We had a great week a very spontaneous event last week, which unfortunately, Stem, I don't think you were there, but it was a really good one where people just come up on stage and it was funny. It went on for 2 hours. You're evil. 2 hours, and then we've done the after party upstairs because the venue is just great for parties. People want to be in a pub. They want to jump and dance and sing and, you know, pretend they're drinking beer in VR, but actually drinking one in real life as well. It's just got the right vibes. It has, and that's why, Stem. That's why we do it.
Nevaeh, yes, ma'am. You're on mute right now, though. Bless her. Bless her heart.
She wants to take a photo.
No, I'm sorry. My question is, why not? Why not the pub? Okay. My question is, why not the pub? I am a big fan of it. I just joined 3 days ago, and I feel like this is the best part of it. And why not? Why not have of it?
Huh?
That's for you, that one, Cal.
Why not? I love this place. I love how they created this. And like I told everybody else in this place, like when I joined, how did you not have the mind in place to even create this thing, the pub in real life? You know? To me, it's like that will be a good investment. Do it in real life and you will make bank. And that's it. That's all I have to say. And I'm sorry that I'm.
Yeah.
And
Oh, so you're an advocate for them to build it in real life in London? That's what you're asking?
Yes. That is, and you know what? I'm 27 years old. I am 27 years old, and and I joined this, and I seen this pub, and I seen how they do it, and I'm like, why not do it in real life? You understand?
Love that.
Why not?
I get it.
I do love
Do
that.
it in real
Why
life.
not?
That is money. That is freaking money in real life. Why not do it? That's it. That's all I have to say. You can dismiss me and kick me out, whatever you want to do.
You good. I appreciate the question.
Love that.
That's all. Why
And
not?
welcome.
Why not do it in real life?
We
Oh,
want to be
you heard
here
my
with you
husband.
guys online. That's why I think we'd have some difficulties in real life building a pub, but but yeah, no, it's been
No,
awesome.
but honestly, I mean, let's talk about this real quick. Would it be a money issue? Or would it be I mean, for everybody on the panel, in regards to this particular question, to try to generate something like this or try to create a reality that you guys have already created an imprint for in the metaverse, would it be a money issue? Would it be a country issue? I mean, how would that work?
To build something that we have like the pub, we've gone for like a very old, what we would probably call is a what's the word? Like a protected pub. So it means it can't be altered, taken down. So if we built something modern, it loses the British culture. So we would build something with new plaster walls. It won't have the same history that the pub that we've tried to have built. It hasn't got the same feel. So the answer is we can build a pub in real life. It wouldn't be a problem. It just wouldn't have that feel.
Got you. Understood. You have a pub as well, do you not? Go ahead and talk to him about it real quick. What's the name of it again? You on mute real quick, Tech.
Yeah, my pub's called the Rooster. It's actually a pub that's around the corner from my house. It actually had another name, but I couldn't call it that.
Okay.
But yeah, like these guys say, it's a traditional build. It's like it's when you think of it, it's like British architecture. And if you built it like now, and it was modern, it would lose its I suppose authenticity. It's an old school pub. It looks old school, so it's old school to the UK. You know what I mean? And I think that's why people recognize it and see it as a pub, and that's why the UK flock to it.
Yeah. Got you. You got me, Nevaeh. You good? Did she leave? She got an answer. She got an answer. All right. Well, she good. Who was Robot Oil? Go right ahead.
Sorry. Hey guys. This question for. Oh.
We can.
Go ahead, Robot.
All right, for TrainerCal and Arkin. Hey, how you guys doing? Teknicall.
Hey.
Nice to meet you. Burden, love the show. The question is, what other worlds did you guys look at to gain inspiration from, and what other worlds did you guys look at to kind of see and gauge what works and what doesn't work, and what to implement into your pub?
Good question.
So great question, actually. We both
really good
met
question.
at the Soapstone. So I personally know nothing other than the Soapstone. I was there as a producer. Every hour I came on was in the Soapstone, and the only other places I've seen is Arkan's Arkan's world that he had created, and I went into build mode with him the first ever time. But we never went anywhere, did we? We never got
Yeah.
inspiration off anything. We wanted to have a
No.
blank canvas because we didn't want to copy anyone. Because that's the
Love
real
it.
thing. We wanted to be. We wanted
Say
to
that
be
again. You didn't want to do what?
something.
You didn't want to do what? I just want to hold on. I want to just put emphasis on that. Can you say that again? You didn't want to do what?
Didn't want to copy anyone.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
love it.
it's a good point. Actually, we were also worried about stepping on people's toes as well. And with the pub, we were kind of excited because we realised there isn't any. Well, just found out there is one, but there isn't really anything like this, and it can be used for a lot of stuff without actually, causing any problems. We didn't want.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't want to create any problems for anybody.
Yo, I'm sensing that the UK really operates on a very high moral compass in regards to the things that you guys accept, don't accept, and approve of and don't approve of. And you guys really like hold real tight to like things that people don't really see as sacred anymore, like loyalty, like, you know what I'm saying, doing right by others and things like that. I mean, I'm just in regards to your answer of you wanted a blank canvas. You didn't want to copy anybody. You didn't want to step on anybody's toes. Because honestly speaking, and I think Teknicall can attest to this, that's not really happening outside of a selected few. I mean, you got people sitting there copying, robbing, stealing, and all this other type of things with no moral compass. But that's a whole nother show. But it's just good to see that there's still, you know what I'm saying, people that still operate on a high moral compass and really still, you know what I'm saying?
But actually, one thing as well, we get a lot of people coming into our world, sorry, and try to take people, and we say to them, hey, don't do this. Come to speak to us, and we will help you. Come to speak to us, and we'll help you. Like we're an open door. We're an open door.
We're very humble. Very humble.
Yeah, a guy jumped on stage and started plugging his world, and I said to him, like, you having a laugh? Just come and ask us, and we can arrange the door or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? don't sneak
We're not
in and,
afraid
do
of.
something
We're
like
not
that.
afraid of taking
Yeah.
people to worlds. Like, we
No.
gathered before we joined here, and we've chucked a portal down and said, right, we're going. Come on, everyone in the portal to come here. Like yesterday, we went to.
I loved it.
You got
They
portals
came in here
already?
like SWAT.
I haven't even got portals yet.
I got my house today. I'm loving it.
How
I'm
long
so
I've been
happy.
in here and I ain't got a portal yet?
After party in my house.
I love it. All right, honestly, I don't know who was. No, Mikey was next. Go ahead, Mikey.
Well, first of all, Burden, thank you so much for hosting. This is such a great place, great world. Thank you. But actually, I don't have a
Appreciate it.
question. Actually, I want to thank Arkin and Trainer. all the great work. I guess I'm hoping I speak for the whole room that you guys are amazing. We really appreciate everything that you do. You bring everybody together. You're bringing the whole world together. I come to your place. I always have a great time. I'm meeting a lot of great people. I recognize a lot of people in this room, and it's because of you guys. So I just want to thank you for bringing everyone together, staying positive, and just making this community really great. And I'm really happy to call you guys my friends. So I just want to thank you very much and continue doing what you're doing.
Facts.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Th-
That's lovely.
And that's
This is actually,
and that's the vibe you get. Go ahead. Comment
No,
on
I
it.
was going to say
Comment on
that this is also something which is quite important for us. I think me and Cal are very similar with personality-wise, and we wanted to get to know everybody who comes in the pub and consider everyone our friends. A lot of people came with us this evening, and we want everyone to mingle with each other and mingle the British way. I've found out what that means in America.
And when I tell y'all they kicked in the door, they kicked in the door. They came from the top. It was like 9 deep. I was like, oh snap, they for real. Okay, we here. Well, let's go. No, but definitely, no, it's definitely a phenomenal representation of who you guys are and what you guys represent. And I personally appreciate it. Between music and Giovanni, one of you, I don't know. Go ahead, Giovanni. Go ahead, my guy. Music, I got you
How's
next.
it going, guys? How's it going? This is a general question for all the creators out there. I know. What are some features are you guys looking for in the future for Horizon and in general to help you guys build even more, more intricate worlds? Is there any features are you guys looking forward to
More
having?
capacity.
Yeah. I was going to say that.
I was going to say that. I was going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
more
think we've even
capacity.
discussed buying capacity at this point. Like we focus on so much detail. We're like, we'll pay you, give us capacity.
I think
There
at
it
some
is.
point, it will come in. I think you'll be able to buy capacity. And
Yeah.
me, for one, I'd definitely buy it. I'd purchase it because I think you're always having to compromise on something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you when I first started building, I was compromising on things that I wanted. I was taking something out to put something in, or changing it. So you're constantly compromising. I've got to a point now where everything that I build, I look at something and I think, well, how can I build that with as less shapes as possible?
Right.
And that
Yeah.
becomes a fine art of part of your building skills.
Definitely.
Something,
there it is.
something I would like to
Go ahead, RK.
oh, sorry. Yeah, so something I would like to add is I'd really like to see some sort of API or something because I'm a developer in the real world, right? The reason I'm on Horizons quite a lot of the time is because I automated most of my job. So when I found out that Horizons got scripting, I was like, brilliant, I'm going to piss this. But I look at it, it's like a kid's toy. If they actually introduce real scripting in the traditional sense, something which would take about an hour would take about a minute. When we were writing the boards out in the HTML, that takes us about 20 minutes, and in the real world, it's about 20 seconds. About 20 seconds,
right.
and the space they give you to do the typing is about the size of a Mac box. So it just would be great if they would open up some API or something, so we could access it from a laptop or whatever, and really get in there and do some better scripted stuff. Yeah.
Well, there we go. More capacity is definitely on the list. So,
Yeah,
Mark
definitely
Zuckerberg,
capacity.
if you listening, we need some more capacity up in here. Thank you. I'm sure they're hearing us. Music, go right ahead, sir.
I've only been on Horizons for a few days. It's really nice to chat to the guys in the world. I literally jumped in; it was awesome. I was trying to do some gigs and stuff. It was really nice. You guys were really welcoming. Just in general, kind of, I'd like to just kind of, what's the best way you guys have seen to like spread the word of it? Like obviously there's the small Facebook page and stuff. What's you guys? What kind of have you seen a helpful way of people spreading the word of the broom and all that kind of stuff? And what's your kind of thing on that?
Do you know what I found?
Would...
Sorry, go on, Narkin, go on.
Yeah. I personally would say word of mouth is probably the
word of
most
mouth,
powerful tool in Horizon. We put our world in beta to start with. We didn't want to advertise, create an event, nothing like that. We
Yeah.
wanted people to come to us. We didn't even invite our friends list, did we? We wanted to sit there and wait for people to come to us.
Yeah.
And it was great. It just happened. It happened.
Friends were popping in, and they didn't even know it was our world.
Nice.
But they heard of it from friends of theirs who brought them in there. We've had people standing next to us saying, like, wow, the creators are amazing. These are our friends. And we're like...
Well, literally, I think when I met you guys first, I didn't read the sign. I was like, just like, oh, this is really cool. Whoever made this is great work. And you're just like, yeah, thanks.
But I think, honestly, yeah, definitely word of mouth is really, really important here. I think it's make or break with word of mouth.
Is there kind of a yeah? I suppose it's still so niche that with Facebook and stuff, it's a very odd thing to kind of grow in the real world, kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
I found creating a VR page as well on Instagram. So things I did, well, it took me a while. It took me a couple of months before I created a VR Insta. But creating a VR Insta is really like I've got everybody on there from the VR world. And whenever I'm doing events, I literally make a flyer, put it on Insta. I've only just joined the groups on Facebook, but I definitely get more like response on Insta. Like everybody from the VR world adds you on Insta. I think I've got something like nearly 700 friends on there. So just making a VR Insta and people just start adding you. It's like a whole community on Instagram of VR people. And you can just promote yourself on there and promote your worlds and everything else.
Hey, real quick. I don't want to spoil the movement of the show. None of y'all got you real quick. Dad, what's up, handsome?
Oh, good.
How you doing, sir?
Perfect.
Hey, Dad.
Everything good?
Hi. Hey.
All right, so real quick, I just want to introduce. While y'all here, we're gonna do this. This young man, his name is Dat. All right. He has an Oculus. He has a slight type of autism. So you're gonna see him around a lot. He drifts in and out. But when you see him, he doesn't mean any harm, anything like that. So if you guys see him within the world and things like that, just show him love and say what's up. All right, so Dat, you good?
Love you, Dad.
I'm good.
Hey, man.
All right.
Hi.
All right, cool. My bad. I didn't want to break up anything, but I just wanted to let you guys know. He's good. He's good money. He's good money. So, Miss Nunia, you got a question, ma'am?
I'm sorry, I'm not good with public speaking. Let me go back though. I'm still stuck on the moral compass thing, and I don't really know where America got lost in that. But I would like to just thank you guys for kind of bringing it back to us and reminding us that we need that moral compass as well. The loyalty, the honesty, all of that you bring.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. That's all.
Thank you.
I couldn't agree more. Phenomenal comment, statement, whatever you want to call it. It's very refreshing to see people that actually do things on a moral frequency instead of just doing it for publicity, doing it for attention, doing it for money. You know what I'm saying? Like it sometimes it gets very overwhelming to deal with the same things within this metaverse that you deal with in real life. So to see you guys continue to push that forward as an entire culture is very refreshing, and it gives me personally confidence to know that there's more people out there. You just got to find them. So definitely thank you guys for that. Thank you, all three of you guys. So hold up. Yes, ma'am. Go right ahead. I'm not gonna mess up your name, so go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. Just say Jean. So I've been on from December, and I've seen a lot of things on this platform, and it was only just 2 countries, U.S. and Canada, and I'm so glad that the UK came on to mix it up a bit. I know Teknicall, and he's been on longer than some other people here, but I want to say that just in general with the bar culture in US, not virtually, just in general, there are pubs, but the pubs are very, they're not pubs like British pubs. They're gastro pubs, or they try to be like British pubs, but they're quite are not. We don't have a pub culture, especially not where I live in New York, you're unless you're you maybe you have British roots or Irish roots. It's not the same where you go to a regular pub, local pub, and just socialize your whole
Definitely.
family. It's not the same. So I just wanted to say that, and I'm kind of glad you guys brought this whole pub culture here. So that's all I have to say. And oh, by the way, you can make money virtually in here doing a club bar. Just saying. Okay, that's it.
Oh, definitely.
Thank
So
you.
that's another
Thank you very
question I was going to ask you guys in regards to monetizing. Monetizing, how far in the game have you guys gotten in regards to monetizing and generating an income in regards to what you guys are doing within this metaverse?
So we've discussed it, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've actually decided to stay away for the moment, haven't we, from
Stay away from
monetizing?
money,
And
yeah.
we're not here for the money. We're here for bringing the culture. We want people to, if anything, if you're going to pay anything, just pay your respects and pay your visits to us, and that's it. We don't want nothing. We didn't build this to get money.
Yeah.
Like,
I love it.
Actually, we get a lot of Americans asking us if they can give us money, and I'm like, you what? What do you mean you want to give me money? They're like, yeah. Like, can I send you $10? I'm like, for what? And they're like, for this world. I'm like, well, I just totally didn't get it. I got a British mate who comes into our pub, who lives in America, and he was saying, "Oh no, it's the culture." He says it's the tipping culture. Like they don't mind, like chucking you a few quid or whatever. But I think for us, it's a little bit strange that somebody wants to just give us money like that for nothing, like without actually providing them anything. Because we never had a single thought about money when we're making this pub. Even now, the only time we're thinking about money is when people are asking us about monetization. But as Cal said, we're not really, we're not really interested at the minute.
and as
I
soon
wouldn't
as
say
you
no if
turn
Mark
to money,
Zuckerberg wants
you'll.
to make me rich.
Oh no, yeah. If
I
Mark
bet
wants to
you
give us
won't.
money,
Me neither.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But as
Give me
soon
a
as you
Tesla
start
or something
talking
like that.
money, money, in my
Yeah.
opinion, is quite toxic. And that's when we start building. We build sloppy builds just for the money. And we're not here
Yeah.
for that. We're here to build for you guys, not for the the bank account. So
I love it.
I
Technically,
see-
how
I
close
see
you
us-
got, my guy?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Arkin.
Go
No,
on.
no, go ahead. It's fine.
I've got pretty close. But you know what? Like you guys are right. Once money starts getting involved, it starts to turn toxic. And you don't enjoy building as much. So I've done a few commission builds now, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't enjoyed it as much as doing my own things. In terms of monetization, yeah, but like I say, it starts to get serious. I didn't come on this game for seriousness. I didn't come on here to be serious. I came on here to escape it was an escape for me because my real life job is quite stressful. So for me, coming on here was an escape from reality, escape from the real life stuff that I see. So when you start bringing money into the picture, it starts to get stressful. It starts to become a job. Instead of coming on here and relaxing and being able to do what you want and express yourself and be yourself. Because ultimately, on this platform, we're able to express ourselves and build anything we want to build. Your imagination's your only limit in here if you think about it like that. So when you start bringing money into the aspect, you start demands and what people want, and it just changes up the aspects and the dynamics of it.
Couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. Anybody else have questions, comments?
I got one.
Go ahead, music.
On a little, just to do the weird devil's advocate thing on that. Do you think that there are not many worlds as good as there's not really many great worlds. There's a lot of creativity. Do you think that actually the kind of thing of monetization in a cruel, like, capitalistic world may bring in ideas and may bring in just more creation? That's the only thing that would maybe, like, kind of in a yeah, and I don't want to be that guy, but like there's a reason that like YouTube, like, there's a lot of YouTubers doing it and creating great stuff because there's a monetization, like there's a reason that you can do it other than just for the love of it. In a dark capitalistic way, do you think that might be a positive side for it?
Money talks to a lot of people. Like for
Yeah.
some, it's a very split world. You know, for some people, you can throw $100 or £100 at someone and say, "Build me this," and they build something quicker than anything, and say, "There you go, done." And it might be the best thing you've ever seen. It could be awful, but money talks, and people do that as a business, and you might get good content creators on here to come in who wants to be paid to build things. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's a difficult. It was just what your thoughts on it was. I wasn't saying it was a good thing or anything, but it was just a kind of interesting thought of where it is. Because
I don't know, because
there's
most of the worlds that are monetized are worlds that are very popular, and once they get monetized, they don't get I don't see much update in them. I don't see much things getting improved. I see a standard structure, and money's coming in from the traffic, because that's ultimately what we're talking about. We're talking about the traffic in the world. That's how you get monetized. So once it's monetized, I don't see much updates. So
no fair, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
I said no. I'm new, so I didn't really know. It was just kind of I don't know, but thank you guys. That was very interesting.
Anybody? Oh, generic. Go right ahead, ma'am.
I would love to see some way for them to sell their merchandise with a very British pub or the name of the pub. I know I've talked to you about this, Arkin. There's a website, goddammit, I can't remember what it's called, but there's a way to send like your image there, and people can print it off themselves here in the U.S. And they do it. You just do your print, have your logo or whatever there, and then they can. Don't ask me what it's called.
I think again, this might be a cultural thing because it just seems a bit. I'm not sure like how Cal feels. It just seems a bit strange for me that somebody want to buy a T-shirt,
an image,
like with my face on it. You know what I mean? Just seems. I'll send you a T-shirt if you want. I'll make one.
Who knows what the future holds?
Yeah, but maybe that's what we need. Maybe we're lacking an American to tell us like, oh no, this is it. This is it.
Hey, you heard it 3 times already. Monetizing is coming. You might. It's coming. Miss Logic.
So special.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Burden. Hello. No, I ain't got a question. I just want to say big up again to Arkin and TrainerCal. You guys are amazing. You created an amazing world. Everyone feels comfortable to come there. It's kicking, it's popping. And just a little quick plug. If you all don't know, when this is finished, the after party is at the Very British pub. So make sure you come through. Just a quick little plug, do the promoting, how it goes.
I love it.
So that's all I'm saying.
I love it. I love it. Stuminator, go right ahead, young man.
There's a question just to follow up to that T-shirt thing. Make sure you make sure, right? It's made in Britain, not in China. That's what I'm gonna say.
What about Taiwan? Taiwan is all right.
So it'll be worse and more expensive.
Got it. So
what
real
about
quick,
if it's made by a Chinaman
go ahead,
in
RK.
Britain?
So,
that works.
Hey, what do you guys see? You guys, what's in the future for you guys? All 3 of you guys. What's over the horizon, if you will? No pun intended.
Do you want to start, Technical?
Yeah, so I think for me, everything I do, most of my builds have got some kind of UK link to it, and that's really important for me because before the UK was in here, I felt like the only one, and I probably was the only one. So having that UK link to it was always important for me. So I'm just going to continue what I'm doing, continue pushing the boundaries of what I can build, You know, we've just built the London Eye, and we've built the London Underground. So you know, we'll be adding to that world. We'll be adding more UK themes to that world, and yeah, just continue on doing what I'm doing, I suppose, from a UK perspective, and just bringing the culture within the horizons.
Facts. Got you. Trainer Cal, what's next for you guys?
Yeah, we're gonna keep it top secret for the moment, but we have exciting things coming. Exciting things. We're so we get so chuffed, so happy when we go into build mode and we sing what we've done, which you know we want to share with you guys. But we're again sticking on the theme. We're bringing that culture in big time, and we want you to just enjoy it, soak it all in. You know, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. Hold up. We got another question. MF Son, you got something, my guy?
Hey, what's good? What's good, man? Tech, trainer, you guys are just amazing. I love your builds. You know, I've known Tech since I got on here, and he's been such an inspiration and such a kind heart to help at any moment. Met you, trainer, over at the pub. Great, great, great guys as well. The question I have for you is about politics. You know, big here on bringing politicians into this universe to talk about solutions to problems that we have. Do you see yourselves reaching out to your political leaders over on the side, bringing them in and having conversations to solutions that we all face as humanity, or in humanity? Sorry.
Can I just say something? It might not be very popular, but in the pub I drink in England, we have one rule in the pub, and it's don't talk about politics.
Over a good drink, it's the best time to talk about it, believe it or not.
And you know what? If I'm perfectly honest, I'll say one thing: politics divides us, and politics divides us.
I have to
because
disagree.
everyone's got an opinion, and in my personal opinion, right, nothing's going to change. So we should all just get together and have a good time while we're here. Nothing. Yeah. I don't think it's going to change, and I don't really want to go into it because, as I said, I think politics is it's not our game. It's not our game, and I don't think. Yeah, I think that rule of no politics in the pub should stand. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I will have to disagree. I think that politics does involves people. Just like a bar does. It involves people and coming together and coming up with solutions to problems, whether you're at a bar or you're in a Congress hall, is what we do. You know, yes, everybody has opinions, but it's when we have a great time and we can have a great conversation with one another is when we come up with those solutions. And so I respectfully understand your opinion, but I would just say that I would like to see in here talking to us about our issues.
If I may, right, me and Cal get on really well, right? I have no idea who he votes. I have no idea what his political stance is. If we had a conversation and he found out, I don't know, I'm right wing or he's right wing or I'm left wing or vice versa, I think that will sort of create a little bit of divide.
Yeah.
So
I'm not talking about right or left. I'm just talking about mainly solutions to issues. You know, how you're dealing with homelessness, how you're dealing with the hungry, how you're dealing with kids and families. Like those kind of solutions. Those are the things that I'm really paying attention to.
But then I think, is this the right platform to have those discussions? Because like I said before, when I come in here, I don't want it to be serious. I want to come in here and enjoy myself and escape. I work within criminal exploitation. So for me, coming in here is a break from the harsh realities that I see that's happening to children, you know. So I suppose for me, I don't want to come in here and have that serious conversation. I want to come in here and escape the harshness of reality. So I understand where you're coming from, MF, and I think there are contexts and I think there are places for those conversations within here. But for me personally, I don't think I would want to come in here and have those important conversations. As I say.
Yeah, I think I stand quite close with what Arkan said there as well. Like me and my wife, when we go to vote. We don't actually tell each other who we're voting for. It is secret to each other, but we do have an opinion, and we both agree on that. Yes, homelessness should be cut down. You know, we should give back more to the working class and stuff. You know, we agree on the same things, but you know, it's different to the US. We have multiple parties over here, several politicians, and I know in the, you know, you guys have the split too, the red and the blue, should we say? And you know, we all agree on the same thing. In our own mind, we'd be our own politicians if we could. And the amount of times I've joked saying, do you know what? I give up voting for them. I'm just going to run myself. And, you know, we are our own politician.
I mean, we all want to end homelessness, but it hasn't been done yet. So I don't think having a chat in Horizons is going to really resolve it.
Yeah.
There we go. Any more questions? Music, you with it again? Come on, ask, sir.
No. Actually, you said everything I was going to say about it, so I'm going to jump out on that one.
Hey, so this is the thing. I know it's midnight in the UK now, and I'm almost positive you guys have jobs. Some of you guys have jobs to where you guys have to go to sleep and wake up and things like that. So I'm not going to sit here and hold a lot of you guys' time up. So if we don't have any more questions or comments, we're going to break, and then we're going to sit here and just network for a little bit if you guys feel free to. Again, we're going to end up at the very British pub. I think that would be the most ideal after party spot. You know what I'm saying? Given the atmosphere of today. Again, I want to personally thank our guests today. TrainerCal, Teknicall, Arkin, thank you. Like, I really want to say I appreciate you guys for opening up and giving this dialogue, because I think it really meshed two entities together. I think a lot of people that hopefully have been watching it got a lot of information in regards to who you guys are, what you guys stand for, and what the imprint you guys are trying to create within Horizon World. So again, from me, I really want to say thank you guys, all three of you guys, for coming up here and representing in the manner that you guys have done. To all the support here, I want to say thank you guys for coming out and representing as well. You guys represent the UK very, very well, and each other area that you guys are representing. It's definitely a breath of fresh air to see that there's so many like minds within this building, and that you don't have to go far to have an intellectual conversation with like minds. So with that being said, I want to bring my guy up, MF Son. He's the brains behind a lot of these things that goes on within the new structuring of Ask the Q, Speak Your Truth. So, MF Son, you got anything you want to say, my G?
You're on mute,
without being on mute. Without being on mute.
Without being on mute. Thank you, fellas. Thank you. Listen, I just want to say, everybody have a great night. Please be safe in these meta streets. Have a good one.
Here we go.
Hey.
Don't get juke, you know. Don't get juke.
You don't get stabbed.
Oh.
Definitely
that was
don't get
terrible.
I hope someone was watching.
Oh, beautiful.
Great job, Tech. Great job. Thanks, bro.
But
awesome. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
You like it?
Awesome.
Hi.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Thank you.
Cheers,
bro. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, we can do it. There we are. Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you very much, man.
My man.
Cheers, dude. Awesome stuff.
Nice to meet you,
Brilliant.
bro.
Yeah, wasn't it?
you did so good, bro.
Thank you.
You did so
I tried.
It was a pleasure.
I wanted to
Tech.
watch this.
My guy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, brother. Thanks, man.
I'm trusting
Greatly
you.
appreciate you, man.
Trusting
Thank you,
you.
man. Got you, bro.
Nah, we
Thanks for
do.
coming through, man.
So what time's this after party?
Nah, man. I'll be going to bed in a minute. I've got to teach in the morning, but
When's my interview? Someone said
You coming to the
it was at 11. You said it was at 11.
I am.